I haven't had a timer before. Again, my name is McClam. I'm the co-founder of City Roots, South Carolina's first urban farm. We're actually located, can I click for me? Located down in the Roseman neighborhood. So we are your local farm. We're basically bounded by a residential area, industrial to the south, and some actual small airport Owens Field next to us. We basically selected about a 3.5-acre site on which we started a urban farm, and that was on purpose. We wanted to be in the city. We want to basically supply the demand, which everyone here eats. So, basically put that farm where the center of the city is. Go to the next one. Basically, my dad and I actually are architects. I never thought I'd be a farmer. I'm kind of a product of the economy. In 08, 09, I was finishing graduate school in architecture, and obviously everyone remembers the economy kind of sucked. And I decided that it was time to get back to Columbia and start a farm with my dad. We designed and built a building on site to be basically be suitable to the South Carolina climate. Go to the next one. The farm we actually grow basically year-round. We grow wide varieties of fruits and vegetables. We grow basically anything you can name, we probably grow it, except for coffee. Sorry, y'all. And we are certified USDA organic. Everything we do in a holistic, sustainable fashion on which it can benefit the farm in a long, sustainable manner. We do a lot of crop rotations and cover cropping. We also do composting. We also raise chickens, not only for eggs, but for the fertility they add back to the soil. We also have an aquaponic system in which we raise tilapia, and we grow microgreens, which are one of our specialty crops. Click on the next one. In our greenhouses, we actually raise tilapia in what's called an aquaponic system, a combination of aquaculture, or production of fish, and hydroponics. We're growing basically plants in a water-based medium. And then, next one. The next thing we do specifically are microgreens in several greenhouses. And that's actually probably one of the biggest profit centers of our farm. It's something that we do 7 days a week. We've got people working. It's almost like a little farm, warehouse, greenhouse that is kind of our center of a lot of what we do. The turnaround time on microgreens are 7 to 10 days in the summertime, and about 3 weeks in the winter. It's actually pricier than steak. It's about $30 a pound, which we're selling to over 150 restaurants around South Carolina, a bunch of independently owned restaurants here in Columbia, then a bunch down to Charleston through a food hub called Grow Food Carolina. We also sell to about a dozen Whole Foods grocery stores around the southeast. We also got picked up by Fresh Point, which is a subsidiary of Cisco. We're looking at a couple other avenues for microgreens as well. We also sell them on site. And we basically have a farm stand on which we sell our produce Monday through Saturday, 9 to 5, which is probably not the more profitable area of the farm or where we do a lot of our revenue, but it's kind of our home base. If we're there, we're open. We also have a beer and wine license, which we utilize a lot for our events, which Vanessa will talk about in a little bit. Going to the next one. And we also do a CSA, which is community supported agriculture. Basically, people like yourselves purchase a share of produce ahead of time, which gives the farmer the cash flow to actually grow the crop itself, which for us is kind of like going to the bank, but the consumer is the bank for us and gives us the money ahead to actually grow it, which is something we basically charge retail prices for that almost. So it's a little bit more profitable than selling wholesale to, say, Sen Brothers, the farmer's market, or to the Whole Foods or something. Next one. Wholesale is probably the area in which we want to kind of expand our business a little bit more. It's kind of the 80-20 thing. It takes me actually less time to pack and put together a lot of wholesale stuff. We make more out of that a lot of times than going to the farmer's market, which we're always at Soda City on Main Street each Saturday. Although we charge a little bit more at the retail markets, actually staffing that takes a little bit more of the direct cost out of it. It also takes a little bit more time as well. The next one. We do a little bit of you-pick blackberries and blueberries, which kind of bring people to the farm. They're kind of in the peripheral parts of the farm that are less fertile, so it actually kind of makes sense for us on our kind of crop rotations and kind of draws people to the farm. Next one. And then our mission basically is to produce sustainably grown products while educating the public about the benefits of locally grown food, composting, and how that kind of affects the environment, the local economy, and obviously the environment as a whole. So we do a lot of school tours, ranging from kindergarten kids to college students to my grandfather's retirement home. Everybody kind of is a little bit interested in gardening and farming, how that's done. We actually do charge for that as well. On the next one, and this is where Vanessa comes in. One of them actually, and she'll talk more at length about Agri Tourism and how that affects the farm, but venue rentals and things like that actually make up probably about 15 to 20% of our revenue. Actually, we probably make $40,000 to $50,000 net profit off of venue rentals and farm dinners, and take very little expense to actually do. A lot of this funds the actual farming infrastructure that goes into building our business. We've also leased a couple more acres, 4 or 5 acres down the road from us, so we're expanding there. We also have a family farm that's about 20 acres down in Lake City where Dollar's from. We've got some acres down there to expand. But basically where we're trying to ramp up our microgreens, get into more areas. Marketing and getting this into those stores is kind of our problem. We really want to be at Publix, Fresh Market. We want to be basically any grocery store you go to, we like to have our microgreens in there. So, all right.
All right. Well, thanks.